Get it.
Damn boy, man. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of From the Sideline. I'm your host, Troy, and I'm back with the boys. This feels weird, Mulich. I haven't said this in a while, man. I haven't done an original entrance in a while, man. But we back in the building.
Welcome.
What's up, Moo? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm feeling pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl was yesterday. Hope everybody's bets turned out good or wrong. You know what I'm saying? We're going to say that for Football Friday on the show.
Save for Friday. I got some fun.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today on the Basketball Monday, man. We got some great stuff going on today. How y'all doing?
That's right. We got Boo. I'll be here a little later, but we got two guests in the building. I'm going to start with DJ. DJ, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on? My name DJ Micah B. I am a part of Gentleman's Talk podcast out of Texas.
Shout out Gentleman's Talk, man.
Shout out Gentleman's Talk. Shout out to you.
OT, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are.
Hi, my name's OT. My real name's Otheum. It's my nickname. I'm a senior in high school. I'm an aspiring sports journalist. So,
shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to you.
Thank you.
Got him young, man. We got him young. Got him young.
Shit, man. It's been a long week. Had some stuff happen in basketball, but we're gonna start with the trades, man. We're gonna start with the trades. We're gonna take it one step at a time. I'm gonna mention some small ones. If you want to talk about them, we can talk about them. But if you want to move on, we can move on. So the last trade that was made, from what I'm seeing, the latest deals was Pelicans acquiring Jason Richardson from the Spurs, and the Spurs gave him Devontae Graham and four second-round picks.
There's a trend going on in the NBA.
4 second-round picks
with 4 second-round picks, 5 second-round picks. I don't know what's going on with these teams giving away all these second-round picks. But it's a trend. Like I don't
for
understand
Josh
it.
Richardson?
Yeah, I really don't understand. I don't get it. I'm lost as to why they're giving up so many picks for these role player kind of players.
I mean, the Pelicans kind of have their future, kind of. You got B.I., you got Zion if he can stay healthy, you got Alvarez, you got some young guys there that you can build around. But I'm not trying to, and I understand the second-round picks. They're not first-round picks, they're second-round.
Yeah.
For Josh Richardson?
4? God damn. Like, what are we doing here? What is going on? 5, 4? Like, and that's been the trend throughout the whole trade thing. Like, if it hasn't been straight up for 2 players or a few pieces, it's been for 5 second-round picks, 4 second-round picks. Like, everybody took the Rams recipe, said, fuck them picks, bro. They was like, man, fuck all them second-round picks. We don't care. We don't need them. We finna just build with the people we got. Or the second-round draft. I don't know. It's crazy, though. I ain't never seen so many second-round picks just be rotated in the league within 5 hours.
I mean, then we had the Clippers acquiring Eric Gordon in a 3-team trade. Houston gets injured Danny Green. They're not getting prime Danny Green. If you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about.
Prime Danny Green.
They're not getting prime. They're getting injured Danny Green. The Clippers get Eric Gordon, 3 second-round picks, and the right to a pick swap with it says the LA Clippers. I don't know how to get the rights to pick swap with themselves, but that's what this says. And then the Memphis Grizzlies get Luke Kennard. How you guys feeling about that trade?
That one is probably the best one for the Grizzlies, honestly, just because you can add him with the shooting with Bane, and then just with a lot of their other pieces that they have can just complement each other. I think he complements that offense well. I actually like that. I was like, dang, that's kind of crazy because Luke Kennard is a really solid piece.
Shout out Big Mel in the chat.
Lacks defensively, but I think if you can get him in some solid spaces, work him around with Bane, I think that offense is going to be nice. It's going to kind of take another step, probably get a piece that is probably missing. But I still don't trust the Grizzlies. So
Luke Kennard is a good shooter. I mean, good pickup when you need some shooting.
Mhm.
Anybody else got anything to add?
I think Luke Kennard is gonna help. He's gonna help stretch the floor, especially with Steven Adams down there in that post, because Steven Adams can't really do much outside the post offensively. So yeah, he should help. But defensively, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yep, that's the really only big problem.
I
They
think
lack
Gordon. I don't know if the Clippers acquired Eric Gordon like 2 years ago, then I might be like,
yeah,
that's a
I
good pickup. But
might have been
now,
inclined to be like, okay, definitely. But now,
like, I know they're going to use him as a spot up shooter. That's all he's going to do. Kick it out to him, and he could create his own shot too up top. So, but I would rather Reggie Jackson over him. I'm sorry.
And honestly, let me be honest. I just don't trust the Clippers. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't trust the Clippers, bro. Like they can make all the moves in the world. They can. I don't trust you guys. I don't trust you guys. Okay. There's nothing that you guys have showed me to the point where it's like, okay, you guys got Eric Gordon. Okay, Kawhi's been balling. Yeah, sure. Paul George's been going crazy. Sure. I don't care. I don't care.
Has been balling.
They've been balling. They've been going crazy. I want to give them their credit, but it's like
we just gotta wait to the playoffs to see if they hold up.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care because you guys blew a 3-1 lead to the Mavs in Luka. Like, show me something. Show me something. I know y'all didn't have PG. I know they didn't have Kawhi, but I would like to see it. I'm Monique right now. I would like to see it. Okay, that's it. I would like to see it.
Both of them in the bubble, and they blew it.
Fumble. They folded like origami. I want to see it. I want to see it. Just I don't trust you guys. I don't trust it. I'm like Troy with the Nuggets. I don't trust it. Sorry.
But OT, I think you wanted to say something.
I think Eric Gordon is a solid pickup. I know he's older. I don't think he's too old. He's still a good shooter. He is a good scorer. He's just kind of lost in that Houston rotation. You got a lot of young talent. I don't think Steven Silas is the best coach in the world. Eric Gordon's coming off the bench, so it's not a great fit for Houston. I do like it though. I don't think it's like game breaking. It doesn't move the hump at all, but I do think it's a good pickup for LA.
I still would rather Reggie, because just the way Reggie Jackson played in that system with him, I would have kept Reggie.
Oh, for sure.
But I understand sometimes you need to shake things up and make a change.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one of the bigger trades was the Lakers and the Magic swap Bamba for Beverly. Patrick Beverly goes to the Magic. Mo Bamba goes to LA. What are you guys feeling about this trade?
Austin Rivers issued that hit on that boy head. Told he better get about my city, man. I'll run Orlando. Get about my city, man. You got 3 hours. Get about my city. Mo
Bamba said you got to the trade deadline. You be up out of here. And if you ain't, I'm gonna handle it myself.
You gonna get on your head. You
gonna be playing for the Hawaiian Buskies. You keep playing with me.
Said the only reason why we know you is because of a song, boy. Stop playing. Nah, I think it's a solid pickup for the Lakers. They really needed an okay to solid big man. I'm not gonna say Mo Bamba is like a game changer, but he does kind of give them a different look, and he's been playing a lot better as of lately. So if they can kind of develop him to be what a JaVale was, not necessarily maybe a Dwight, or even Dwight in his later time in his career, but more like a JaVale McGee. I think they'll be solid. But that Vanderbilt pickup and
we didn't get there yet.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. That one, as a Warrior fan, I'm very salty. But
come on,
continue.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Anybody got anything else to add on the Mo Bamba trade?
I'm sorry.
It is a good pickup because they moved Thomas Bryant to Denver, so they need a guy to fill that hole, and he does that.
See, and that's the thing. They sacrificed Thomas Bryant. I was like, dang, because he's been playing a lot better.
He has.
We're gonna
get double machine.
Yeah, man, he's been playing a lot better. So I just, But hey, Mo Bamba been in LA. Ain't Doc still in LA?
This one is interesting.
Yeah, Austin Rivers said my pop's still in LA. Boy, I pull up anytime. Stop playing with me.
I gotta visit my dad anyway. But this one is interesting. So we got a three-team deal struck between the Warriors, Pistons, and the Hawks. The Hawks get forward Sadiq Bey. The Pistons get James Wiseman. And Golden State get Kevin Knox and 5 second-round picks.
Man.
What are you guys' thoughts on? How do you? Let's start with the Golden State, right? Because we got a Golden State guy on the pod, Mulich. How do you feel about that Kevin Knox?
I was very conflicted this whole time, bro. Like when I was at work, I was literally glued to my phone for the last hour of the trade deadline, just to see what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do, right? What we're gonna do? Something. Please do something, right? Do something, right?
I don't agree, man.
And then I see Kevin Knox. I'm just like, bro, why? I don't understand it. I just don't get it, bro. I get it. And then I don't know if I can jump forward to what we did with the Kevin Knox and the 5 picks, or we're gonna get to that later.
We'll get to it later.
It's just frustrating because it's just like, why? Why? I just why? Because we could have did this before and saved a whole bunch of time and money, and then went out to get better pieces or just another piece to kind of complement that piece that, you know what I'm saying, we let go, and then ultimately decided to bring. This was really confusing, but I get it because Bob he's a strategist, so he has something in mind. If not for this year with the buyout market, then definitely next year. So as an optimistic Warrior fan, can't be a salty Warrior fan yet because we haven't got to that part yet. But as an optimistic Warrior fan right now, I have and Bob we trust. So
all right. Then Atlanta makes Then I think so I got another trade between Atlanta and Houston. The Hawks got Grayson Matthews, Bruno Fernando. He used to be on Boston. And then the Rockets got Justin Holiday and Frank Kaminsky and 2 second-round picks. I don't nothing moves the needle there for me.
Honestly, either way, nothing.
I like Justin Holiday, but it's nothing moving the needle.
Yeah, right. Honestly. And the Rockets are just so young and just honestly just dysfunctional. They got pieces everywhere that really don't fit. So I think that coach there is in a bad situation, unfortunately. He's a solid coach. I think he's a really good coach. He's just in a bad situation because he has a whole bunch of young pieces that don't fit.
So the Nuggets get 2 second-round picks from the Clippers for Bone Highlands. I know a lot of people were talking about that trade. How do you guys feel about it?
That one was solid. That one was really solid. Honestly, I feel you with the whole Reggie Jackson thing, but with Bones, the way he brings a different kind of way of scoring, I'm not going to lie, that might be what the Clippers need. Now, like I said, I still don't trust him, but it might be what they need. Shoot, it might be what they need because I feel like he's a more consistent Reggie.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And with the playoffs coming up, you can't count on Kawhi Leonard and Paul George to be healthy. And if one of them is out, you're going to have to get scoring from somewhere else. And Reggie
got Eric Gordon and they got Bones. So
yeah, I got Eric Gordon, I got Bones, and with the elevated play of Ivica Zubac, that everybody's forgetting, he's been balling.
Yeah,
they can make some noise. So, like I said, I don't trust them, but if they can show us something in the playoffs and probably make a splash with these picks, then yeah, we'll see.
All right. So remember, we're going from the last deal to the deals before it. So now we got Pacers, Bucks, next, striking a 3-team deal. Brooklyn Nets get 2 second-round picks. The Indiana Pacers get George Hill back. I didn't know that. George Hill, Serge Ibaka, and Jordan Nwage, 3 second-round picks. And the Milwaukee Bucks get Jay Crowder. How you guys feeling about that trade? I know a lot of people were upset with the Jay Crowder, Bucks getting Jay Crowder. And I mean, he still has to fit in that system, no matter how good of a player or how you got people think of him as a role player. I would like to see how he fits there and what they're going to use him for. Because Grayson Allen is there, Bobby Portis is there, so it's like for me, it's like how does he fit in the mix with those guys? Are you going to use him just as a defensive guy? Or are you going to use him for offense? Like, what do you need him for? Like, I know you're trying to stack some defensive guys up to help you're going to have to guard duos like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and James Harden and Embiid.
That's the thing. That was the thing for me, man. Like I for one, I feel like they gave up too much to get
Jay Crowder.
But that's just me. But it's like, what are you using him for, right? Like, what's going to be his role? What's going to be his identity on that team, right? Because it was a sneaky good pickup, but at the same time, it's like, which Jay Crowder are we getting? That's always my big question. Which Jay Crowder are we going to get today? Are we going to get 3 and DJ Crowder? Are we just going to get 3 Jay Crowder? Are we going to get just DJ Crowder? Are we going to get no Jay Crowder at all? He's just going to be absolutely gone. Like, which one are we going to get, and which role is he going to fit into to the point where now it's going to be a consistent Jay Crowder, whatever role we need him to play throughout the whole playoffs?
Well, they better get 3 and DJ Crowder.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. They're hoping.
You give him 5 second-round picks. No, I mean, with Middleton coming off the bench because of his injury, Crowder's probably going to start because he fits right in. If he plays his role like Mike Budenholzer wants him to, he fits right in. But it's up to him whether he comes off the bench once Middleton's healthy, or if he starts. He needs to do his damn job because if he doesn't, then that's a waste of draft capital. So
absolutely,
yeah.
I think his role is going to be more for when the team is healthy, and the reason why I say that is because when Middleton is on the floor and Giannis is out, the defense still kind of suffers. So is he just going to be a defensive guy from off the bench? I think so. And then when you put Portis and Grayson Allen out there, the defense suffers again if Giannis and Middleton is on the bench. So it's going to be his role to come in and change the second lineup with defense and playing hard-nosed basketball. Now, whether he does that consistently or not, that's to be seen.
Yep, that's the big thing. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think, and honestly, I think you pair him with that second unit. You have Drew Holiday run that second unit and kind of just bolster that defense, and you kind of still get some scoring in as well. You know, with the Bobby Portis rotating in as well with the Grayson Allens. I think that's really what it's for. More to bolster that second unit and kind of get that second unit more opportunity to score, but at the same time, you're not lacking in defense because you can still rotate in a Brook, you can still bring in a Bobby Portis, and then you can still have Giannis kind of come in and just switch up the lineups like that. I still feel like they gave up too much, but I think this is the Bucks saying that, hey, we're back. We're gonna make this push again, bro. Like it's getting competitive. So
all the chips are in, yeah.
All right, Blazers land Thibault in the 3-team trade. Portland gets Matisse Thibault. 76ers get Jalen McDaniels and 2 second-round picks, and the Charlotte Hornets get, I'm not even going to attempt to say that guy's name. They got some dude and 2 second-round picks.
Oh, man.
If y'all know his name, say it, because I ain't doing it.
Hey, I wish I was that right there with you, big dog, but I'm at a loss.
You don't need to be right there with me. I'll show you.
Yeah, I tried. When I seen it,
I will show you.
Let's make it happen.
It's right here. What the fuck is
I'm
this?
a screen addicted tween.
I tried. I couldn't do it. I tried. I couldn't do it. I just left it alone. I just called my man SMY.
What is this?
Or GSMY? G-Mine? I don't know, bro.
Where's he from? Can somebody tell me that?
I can't.
He's got to be from Russia.
I can't. You know what I'm saying?
That's just letters. That's like when I took my keyboard and just hit a couple of buttons. That's what that looks like to me.
I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I don't.
Yes, Thibault is going to be a good fit. I don't know why the 76ers gave him up. Maybe because Maxey. But yeah, I'm not mad at Thibault going to Portland. I think Portland's stacking up for a good run in a couple of years.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think they needed it for defense because I mean you're not going to get anything else from Matisse Thibault. But I think you get more defense, which is kind of Portland's problem. You can't constantly win games if you're going to give up 120 plus points every single night. So, I think I think it works out better for them. They got some really good shooters, some solid wings. If Nurkic can stay healthy, then they're gonna start to make some moves. But again, we'll see. I know we got Big Shot Dame. You can actually call him Big Shot Dame because his big shots mean something.
100%.
So we'll see with Portland. I think this year's playoffs are gonna be crazy. Honestly,
they're mediocre. That's all it really is. We can't play defense. We can't consistently hit the 3 ball. Outside Damian Lillard, Simons hasn't been consistent.
True.
Drew Eubanks is our starting center. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Drew Eubanks is our starting center. So.
Drew who?
Drew Eubanks, baby.
Who?
Former Spur.
Oh man. Lakers naked. God damn. Lakers and Nuggets swap backups. Big ups. I'm fucking up here. The Nuggets get I gotta. Something's playing. I got too many windows open to find it, but something playing in my ear. I'm sorry. Numbers. Denver Nuggets get Tom Bryant, and then the Lakers get Devon Reed, and 3 second-round picks. I know you guys wanted to key in on a Thomas trade. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I just thought that he was playing a lot better. He was just playing a lot better. The way he was developing was like you start to see his ceiling is really, really high. And like I feel like he's going to be another one of those young players the Lakers traded away or, like let go. And he's just going to turn out to be a baller like the rest of the young talent kind of turned out to be. So I thought they would find some way to keep him, honestly. But hey, it's the business, man. But yeah, I just like the way his game was playing. His game was transitioning. Like he knew he had to step up. He was playing a lot better. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Mr. GQ, what's going on, big dog?
Shout out, Mr. GQ. Coming to show his boy some love. You feel me? Anybody else on the Bron trade?
You know what? I'll say that he was playing very well. And if there's one thing that's the Lakers they were trying to go all in, and then the Phoenix done dropped the bomb on everybody. But LeBron doesn't like playing with young players, and it seems like they're just trying to build a championship team as fast as they can, just to try and give Bron one more championship before he retires. But in doing so, they're scrapping the future more and more and more. And the Lakers are just they're in a weird place right now.
Yep, they're in like that weird limbo.
Yeah. Anything else, Tio? You got anything for Thomas?
I mean, he was a double machine. I guess because he was going to get his contract. But I mean,
Boo up in the building.
What's good?
What up?
What's up? See, listen, computer. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna hook you up. What's up, Wop? Something playing in my ear, Wop. Don't bother me. I gotta find it. It's somewhere, but I don't know where at. But we just going over the trades right now. We just about to move on to the move I like that Boston made. Celtics add a big man depth. Mike Muscala. OKC gets Justin Jackson and 2 second-round picks. We kind of talked about this in behind the stage. I think that helps Boston getting a shooting big, especially with it. Kind of works with what Al Horford is too now. He's a kind of a shooting big, so when you take him off the floor, Mike Muscala could kind of give you that same, that Al Horford. But I think it also helps us stretch the floor. So we're pulling people big man away from that paint. You're gonna have the guarders up top, which is gonna help us get Tatum and Brown.
It's really just going to help a lot of space in the rotation, honestly. And then if y'all can get Williams back in the lineup on a consistent basis to where he just bolstered that defensive paint, then it'll be the Celtics addressing everything that they needed to win a championship.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Celtics have no excuses. They're good enough to beat anybody. I think we all knew that, though, before the trade deadline. But Phoenix better win the title. That's all I
Wait, we ain't there yet, Boo. Stop doing this. Willis did it earlier. Now you coming in.
Hey, I'm sorry. I started it off. I'm sorry.
My fault, sure. My fault. Go ahead.
The Suns
ain't here
require
right now,
Kevin Durant in a blockbuster trade. The Suns get KD and TJ Mr. MJ Warren of the bubble. And the Nets get Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, 4 second-round picks, and a 2028 pick swap. And we all know that Jay Crowder was traded to the Bucks. So how do you guys feel about Kevin Durant to the Suns and Mikal and Cam Johnson to the Nets?
Okay, so look, you remember when we talked about the Suns having that window of winning the championship, right? I think they heard us, Troy. I think they watched the show. Okay? Okay, we got some Celtics hate, but we're gonna get to that in a second. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. All right, I think they watched the show, dog, because we said they had a little window to win, and we felt like we said we felt like that window was closing. They watched the show and it was like, oh, bet.
A window closing?
A window closing? Yeah, we finna go get KD real quick.
Let me show you what's up.
So I feel like they still got a window, but it's just open again. And they wasn't close. It's not closing no more. They forced that motherfucker open now, and now they back at it. So Like I said, the playoffs this year are going to be very, very interesting. It's a big splash. I didn't think Phoenix of all people was going to make it happen. But
all right,
hey,
let's sidetrack from the trade. People are saying KD joined another super team. I don't believe that. You got to convince me. Anybody up here feel the same?
It's not super team.
Who's super on that team other than
I don't believe it's
exactly.
but they're saying this is a super team. KD just keeps joining super teams.
It's a very good team.
It's
not
almost the equivalent though
super.
to when he went to Miami, bro. To when LeBron went to Miami. It's almost the equivalent. You have two players other than Kevin Durant being top 5 in their position. Aiden is a top 5 center. Devin Booker's a top 5 shooting guard.
I'm forgetting about Aiden.
But see, they're not even talking about Aiden no boy. They're talking about
forgetting about Aiden.
Booker.
I ain't forgot about him.
You better than me because I ain't even gonna lie. I forgot about that.
I ain't forget about Aiden either, but a lot of people, the narrative is that he's joining CP3 and Booker, and that makes him a super team.
That's what I kind of view it as. Like, I mean, it's just no excuses for him. Like, if he's who he claims he is, I just feel like you gotta get it done, man. You
at the end of the day,
nobody.
At the end of the day, okay, it don't matter. There should be no excuses now. Like,
this the team he asked to go to. They made Kyrie work for it. They made Kyrie. Hey, nah, you want to go to LA? Wait till next year. We sending you to Dallas.
But the relationships were different, boy. The relationships were different.
My point is, he had a great relationship with his organization for the most part. They did everything they asked him.
KD? Yeah, 100%.
And
KD and them even worked silently to get the deal done, whereas Kyrie publicly went. So that's what I'm saying. The relationships of how the deals got done are different. Like, the reports came out that the Nets and KD are on good terms. Like, they split on good terms. So there's not one report that Kyrie split and then Kyrie and the Nets split on good terms, because ain't no good terms there.
When you owe me some money and you don't want to pay me, I'm out, and I'm gonna make it public. They owe him some money, man.
Hey, I don't know.
We lose KD, I keep us afloat, and I'm putting up numbers. This is my leverage. I gotta cash in right now. I asked y'all to give me a 4-year extension. Y'all talking about win a title? Bye bye.
He ain't lying.
Yeah.
He ain't lying, dog.
I gotta go.
I wish I could sit here and be like, damn, but nah, he ain't even lying, bro. Because Kyrie really came in there and was like, okay, KD out bet. Hold on, let me hold this weight. And really held that weight. It was like, yeah, y'all gonna pay me? No? Oh, okay, bet I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. I ain't gotta deal with this. I'm going. Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm out of there. I gotta go. Okay, Speedy Gonzalez type. Yeah, I'm to Texas. Stop playing with me. He said, there ain't no state tax out there. I gotta go.
Ain't no state tax out here. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else to add on that point before I go to the next one?
Oh yeah, there's no excuses. Phoenix is absolutely loaded. In the buy market, just got Terrence Ross. Got guys like TJ Warren, Jock Landale. They have depth, and that's the only negative you can say about Phoenix.
You don't think they messed up their depth by giving up Mikal and Cam?
Oh, they did.
Defensively,
they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But I mean, if you go get guys, I mean, KD has a ball distributor now. Chris Paul is one of the best ball distributors ever. He's never had a guy like that. Steph, I think he's the best point guard of all time, debatably, but he's not a ball distributor. Russell Westbrook wasn't a great ball distributor. Kyrie Irving, not that level of ball distributor. He's got that in Chris Paul. Devin Booker can give you 25, 30 a night. DeAndre Ayton, top 5 center. Really good coaching staff, and they don't need the best depth in the world, but if they just get some depth, it's number Denver, you know? They're absolutely loaded.
Honestly, and that's a big point too. It really just no excuses, bro. That Terrence Ross buyout was absolutely crazy.
Steal.
That's a steal. The boy is still as old as he is. He's still a walking bucket.
He went to the Suns.
He went to the Suns. Yeah, they bought him out. Yeah,
he was stuck in Orlando.
He was stuck in Orlando. The Magic bought him out. He went there, and the Suns picked him up, which is an absolute steal because the boy is still a bucket. So at this point in time, there's no excuses. Like, go win a chip or be quiet because we're sick of the pump faking, honestly.
Well, I don't know. I think personally they'll win a chip when Chris Paul gets off the team. But go ahead, boy.
They better win a title this summer, man.
Chris Paul better give him one, or he can't.
I don't know if you can say they must win this summer, right? because we have to take into consideration KD is hurt. We don't know when he's coming back. They're saying after All-Star game. So now he's still not going to be in the gym practicing with Booker because Booker just came back. He's not going to be in the gym practicing with CP. He's not going to be learning the system but on the sideline. He has to get in there and get game warmed, get ready to go, and then learn this new system and where his place is in it. So he's not messing up what CP3 has and what Devin Booker has on the team. Plus, they have to think about how Ayton fits into that. Because now you have 4 personalities on one team that's supposed to be a vital part of that team. You got to make sure all that works. So can it work? Yeah. Should they be in contention to win this year? You can say that with names, but you cannot say that with the team not having camaraderie together, the team not being it, that have no time playing together.
Kevin Durant is the most plug-in play.
That's
player
fine.
in NBA history.
That's fine. That's fine, but it doesn't automatically mean it's going to work.
But it better. That's what it better mean.
No, I
That's
disagree.
what it better mean.
I disagree.
It better mean that.
I disagree.
And I'm not going to sit here and say that they got to win this year.
No,
Like,
not this year. Next year, I'm with you. When they get a full year together, I'm one.
Next year, when y'all get a full year, there's no excuses.
They need a title. Need one.
Title.
So let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think they're supposed to get to the finals? Yes or no?
I would say at least this year. I would say at least if everybody can get healthy at the right time and they can kind of gel, I would say at least Western Conference Finals this year.
I watched the former all-time great player get another great player at a trade deadline and went to the fucking finals. You know what that guy is?
Would you say Bron?
Kobe Bryant got Pau Gasol in the middle of the season and went to the finals. So why can't Kevin Durant join this team that just previously went to the finals? Why he can't take him?
I'm not saying he can't take them. I'm saying it's not a must. He must take them to the finals. It's not a must for me. That's just for me. I'm only speaking for myself. It's not a must for me because a lot goes in. KD can be the most plug-and-play player, right? But you still got to see how much that plug-and-play player is going to play with the rest of the guys on that squad. If Ayton's going to be still able to eat, if CP's going to still be, somebody's going to have to sacrifice. Who is it? It's not KD. It's not going to be Devin Booker. That's why I said, they could win a title. They should win a title together. But I think it's when CP get off the team because that's one less personality you have to worry about eating. Does that hurt? Could that hurt KD because he doesn't have a ball distributor? 100%. But I just don't. I'm just not going to put as much pressure on them today. I'm not going to put as much pressure on that team today to go out there and win it. If they win it, I'll be like, oh, okay, all right, you did what Buwap said. You did what Kobe and Powell did. In the middle of the season, you got the trade, you went out and win it. But I'm not saying it's expected of them to go out here right now and win a championship.
I think if that trade would have happened before the season started, I would give
100%. 100%. I'll be with you, 100%.
I ain't giving them nothing.
KD could be out. KD could be out another 3 weeks. KD could be out another 3-4 weeks after All-Star week. We don't know. When he comes back with 25 games left, we don't know how that fits in.
If he out 3-4 weeks, then that's different, I guess. I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We don't know how long he's going to. They say he could be. The Nets said he could come back after All-Star week, but we don't know what the Suns are seeing. Like, we don't know when they run their tests if it's going to be the same thing. Is he coming back? So he can miss another week or two after All-Star, miss a couple of games. That plays a fact into them getting camaraderie, them playing together, them understanding what him understanding what Devin Booker likes the ball, Devin Booker understanding what he likes the ball, Chris Paul understanding what he needs to get KD the ball.
About that. Chris Paul is one handing out these plates, man.
You said what?
He's one. They don't eat. You talking about Chris Paul got to eat? Chris Paul is a facilitator.
No, I'm saying no. I said where to get them the ball, Buwap. I said not him eating, him getting them the ball where he needs to. Because I don't think I don't think his passing is going to drop off. His scoring, yes. But his ability, his IQ to pass the ball and get it to the two guys, no. But he needs to learn their spots. He needs to learn what KD wants it and stuff like that. That takes time, no matter how ethically KD.
He only got to learn how to KD though. That's what I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm saying. Put the ball on the elbow.
Right, okay, but how you get it to him with the dynamic of Booker on the floor?
Like this. See me with the ball.
How do you get it to him with Booker when Booker's on the floor? Who gets more of the shots? Who gets more of the shots? Who gets more of the shots?
Right there on the elbow. Right there on the elbow.
Who gets more of the shots?
Whoever got the hot hand.
I don't know.
I like that actually.
And then we don't even know. Hold on, I got you, OT. We don't even know how Devin Booker is going to feel if KD come in there and KD starts having a hot hand every fucking game and he's the second fiddle now. Like, we don't know how personalities are going to mix. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get what you're saying, Bua. I feel you, but I like to look at everything. That's the whole motherfucking picture. I don't know how they're going to gel together. Like it's the same for Dallas. We're gonna get there, but it's the same for Dallas and Kyrie. I don't care that they play well in the first game together. I don't. But I need to see it over a period of time and how these guys are really going to work when they start getting into slumps, getting into droughts, and when they can't find scoring, who they go to. It's easy to say they go to KD, but Booker's also there. Go ahead, OT.
Then they lose.
Right.
Go ahead, OT.
No, go ahead.
All right, thank you.
I'll ask that question.
Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing the facilitation up. When KD went to Golden State, Steph, unselfish. Clay, unselfish. Draymond, unselfish. Booker wants the basketball. Aiton's going to want it down low. So that's the chemistry issue.
They also had turmoil in the locker room already.
Very true.
That's very important. That's very important.
Very
so
true.
We're going to have to see how
a lot of ego.
People picking them out the West already. They haven't played a goddamn game yet.
Game together.
We
saw how that worked out for Kyrie and James Harden when people was picking them out the East when they got together. The niggas didn't play a game for a while together.
They barely played 19 games together.
Things happen. You got to take them into consideration.
Right.
I get everybody want to put this pressure on KD, because he's supposed to be the second best player in the world.
Hell no, I'm putting this pressure on Chris Paul.
Y'all thought I was picking him. I'm not picking
Chris
him.
Paul.
No. I know you're not picking him. I know what you're saying. Well, they should. Yeah. Well, you're saying they better. I'm saying they could, but I'm not expecting it. And Buab, you said didn't they lose, or were you talking about Dallas?
Oh yeah, I was talking about Dallas and the Kings when Kyrie and Luka got to play their first game together. They lost. Yeah, they lost an OT to the Kings.
Kings are nice, but yeah, it's tough.
So
all right,
is it going to work? Is it?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know because everybody's saying it's going to work. Dallas massive championship.
We got to wait and see.
Is it going to work? Because they just lost to the Kings.
A trade that I kind of understand but don't understand. I wish a better contender would have made a trade for. Raptors land Purdue from the Suns. Jakob Purdue goes to the Raptors, and Kaheem Branch or whatever goes to the Spurs with a 24 first-round pick and 2 second-round picks. First of all, if everybody getting 5 second-round picks, how Purdue only get 2 second-round picks?
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. How? I don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. I'm confused because it's like, why? Just why? What are we doing here?
So bad.
What are we doing here? And that would have been a cold pickup. Oh my gosh.
Him and Golden State, yeah.
God damn it. See?
Him and a lot of places, not goddamn Toronto.
Oh my god. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it because never mind. I'm back to a salty Golden State fan. Back to a
salty Golden State fan.
Okay? Back to a salty Golden State fan again.
I want him to.
I kind of want to get through it because we got some other big ones I know we're going to stop on. So Knicks get Cam Reddish from the Trailblazers. Trailblazers get Cam Reddish. Ryan, I'm not saying his last name. And that dude that we came across earlier, right? I ain't saying his fucking name. And the 2023 lottery protected pick of the Knicks get Josh Hart, which I can understand. The Cam Reddish is a nice young guy. Josh Hart's been on the Portland for a while. They need to switch it up. But let's get to the bigger trade.
Side note, Jalen Brunson was really excited about that Josh Hart pickup. It's one of his boys from Villanova. So
Villanova game.
And they get more defense bolstered with Josh Hart. So it's pretty solid pickup.
We couldn't utilize him. Yeah. Chauncey Billups couldn't utilize him right. So hopefully they do it up there with Tom Thibodeau.
All right. So bigger trade. Oh boy, here we go. The Lakers trade Russell Westbrook, not Wessel. You feel me? Lakers get D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt. Minnesota gets Mike Conley, Nicholas Alexander Walker, 3 second-round picks, 24, 25, and 26. And the Jazz get Russell Westbrook, Toscano Anderson, and Damian Jones in the 27 first-round pick. How do you guys feel about this trade? We all know that they're saying that the Jazz are saying that it is up to Russell Westbrook if he wants to stay with the Jazz or he wants a buyout.
Back to a salty Warrior fan.
You said back to a salty.
I'm back to a salty Warrior fan because the one name that I wanted, he knows
Vanderbilt.
Oh,
Jared Vanderbilt. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. How did we fumble that bag, dog? I don't get it. Oh my! It's the craziest thing ever because the way he was stretched the floor for us and the way he's so long, bro. His defense.
He's so what?
No, man.
You say so what?
He's so long.
Fine.
Very, very long.
I think you're fine, bro.
Here.
Fine, 40K.
He said he's about this long.
Right here. Okay? Right here. Okay. Oh, it was just crazy, bro, because we were like the reports on the Warriors and Vanderbilt were like sky. It was literally day and night, bro. All day, all night. It was that Matisse Thybulle and OG Anunoby. And I was hoping at least, if not Vanderbilt, at least OG. And we did neither of the two. And I'm, like I said, back to a salty Warrior fan because now Steph is hurt. I don't know what's going on with Steph. My heart's broken. I don't even think GP2 is going to play right now. You know, we just got him back. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're losing. It's not good.
At least Jordan Poole's been holding fort.
Yeah.
But he's not for a long term. Yeah.
So what do you guys think Russell? What do you guys think Russell should do? Should he stay with the Jazz or should he try to go to the Bulls or the Clippers?
Oh, go. You gotta get out.
Just go. And he has a very, very bad relationship with that fan base, and we all know it.
Yeah, a lot of.
He is linked to the Clippers, though. That's the one team that's in front. He's linked to the Clippers, and we all know Paul George came out and said that he would love to have him over there. I just want to know what role they use him in. Will he be that starting point guard again, or is he going to have to come off the bench? So
I just think that Utah is probably not the place, just based off history. Probably should be working on a quick way to get out of there, like Mo Bamba did with Orlando. But I think in best, I would say the Clippers if he wants to go to a contender, or I think he would fit good in Miami honestly at this point in time.
Kyle Lowry's interesting too because he's making a lot of money. So
exactly. So I think those two locations would probably be a lot better for him. Clippers, he's local, he can stay home, leave around his family and everything like that. But you know, Miami, it's a great city, great environment, great atmosphere, solid team, solid structure. I think him and Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley, I think they'll kind of gel because they're all kind of the same kind of people, right? Like they're aggressive, but they're cool people, you know what I'm saying? But they're aggressive. They stand on their morals. They don't stand for disrespect. So I think that relationship would kind of gel and it would probably work out a lot better than people think it would.
All right, the last big trade, Mavs add Irvin, Kyrie Irving, Marquise Morris to the Dallas, Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith to the Nets, 29 first-round pick and 2 second-round picks. I actually like the Dorian Finney-Smith to the Nets. I like that. I wish I don't know what they're going to do with Ben Simmons. It looks like it might be Ben Simmons' team now. No pressure, Ben. You ain't got another star next to you. Good. All you got is role players. So you just no pressure. You feel me, Ben? So that's the last trade I wanted to talk about.
I'm going to come back to my prediction or come back to my statement that I said that Ben Simmons can't lead his team to both seasons. But we'll see.
8 points a game.
We'll see. We shall see. But I know Spencer Dinwiddie, bro, he is probably sick right now. He's probably sick right now.
Oh, Spencer had to go back? You done traded me for Kyrie and then back for him?
And then back for him? He probably if he ever see Kyrie Irving in public, bro, he might pack him out. I ain't gonna lie to you. He might just pack him out, bro. No cap. Because there's no way I'm gonna let you get away with this twice. Okay? Twice? Nah. We damn near got to fight at this point.
I think the Nets' future is in a better place now, as we were talking about earlier, because they really mortgaged their future on that failed super team experiment they had in the early 2010s. But I don't know where they go from here for the next couple of years. I don't think anybody wants to go to Brooklyn. I don't think anybody wants to play in Brooklyn. So they're going to have to build through the draft.
Hey, move the team back to
Jersey.
Move back to the Supersonics. Just take it out of Jersey. Take it out of New York. Just make them the Supersonics.
Hey, I'm not knocking
that.
Hey, I'm not knocking that at all.
One New York team. That's it. Just one. We can't have 2 bad New York teams. I'm sorry.
I wanted to bring this to and see what you guys thought about it. What do you think is going on in that organization? Because they make all of these big trades, all of these big splashes, right? Like it started off with the Darren Williams and Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, right? And that was supposed to be a championship team. They're supposed to win. And then that utterly failed, right? And then the guys rolled. Then you get the young talent with the D-Los and all those essential good role players, right? And they're making a big splash and they get down for a second round of playoffs, right? Going to the playoffs, right? And then you get the Kyrie Irving and the Kevin Durant, James Harden. And now you got the Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons. And now you just got Ben Simmons. What is going on in that organization, bro? Like,
good question.
What's happening there? Because it seems like a lot of players, like, yeah, bet we'll go to Brooklyn. We'll go play in Brooklyn. Yeah, we can get all these people together. We can win a championship. And then when they get there, they barely play together. Like, quite literally, barely play together.
I think the players are dictating too much in Brooklyn on who to bring in and who not to bring in. And because they're bringing in nothing but names that other players like, they're bringing together names and they're not working it out chemistry wise on how they would mesh on the court. It seems like they're just making headline after headline for no reason at this point.
Yeah, and it's just like why, and it's like why do people that come there and get hurt? Why do people come there and not want to play? Like why do people come there for a few years and then want to leave? Like what is going on within that organization that makes it seem like at first it's gonna work here, and now
you can only narrow it down to the front office.
At some point in time, I feel like that's what we're gonna have. We have to start having conversations about that instead of these players. Like you can't sit here and blame the Ben Simmonses, the Kevin Durant's, the Kyrie Irvings, and put them on Front Street when it's really the front office and they're the major problem because they're sitting here promising, we're gonna win a championship, and nothing happened.
Just look at what they did to Kyrie.
So I mean, like I just felt like those questions. I feel like we got to start asking those type of questions, man. Because
I think Buat want to say something.
What? There should be no excuse at this point in time.
You said what?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, because now you unmuted your mic, so I thought you wanted to come in and say something. All right, so all right. Now I'm about to get to the questions of the trade. So if you want to say it, forever hold your peace.
I think it's partially the ownership. Like, yeah, they did some. To me, I didn't think they got what they could have got back for Kevin Durant. But overall, I just think it's a league. LeBron made it this league, and he empowered the players. To a degree, it's cool, but like overall, I just think a lot of these players are. It's going to be a lot of players in the near future that's like, well, I'm not as big as Kevin Durant, and if he can force himself out of a trade, so can I. Nobody's going to say anything to me. And
Thomas Bryant just did it.
Who?
The center on the Lakers. He just asked for a trade.
From what?
From the Lakers. That's why he got traded to the Nuggets.
Oh, yeah. They wasn't featuring him.
Yeah, so he told him to trade him. That's a little guy. I'm just going to your point. A little guy can now feel comfortable acting out.
But I'm just talking about like these potential guys like a Trae Young. Like everybody, all they're going to do is now they're just going to re-sign with their team, even if they don't want to be there, and then they're going to leave. They're just going to
make sure you get the money. Make sure you get the money to go somewhere else.
Yep. That's essentially what's going to happen, and that's been happening for a while, right? Like that's been the trend, right? If you're gonna pay me, then bet you can pay me. But if you're not gonna help me win, if you're not gonna help surround me with pieces to win, then I'm literally just gonna take the money and go somewhere where I can win.
But I just feel like Brooklyn did everything Kevin Durant wanted. To me, like it's unfortunate about certain injuries, but as far as players, coaches, they did everything.
I mean, you can say that. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that either. I feel like that Steve Nash pickup was not good, but
yeah, I don't think the Steve Nash coaching was a good choice.
But they wouldn't have brought him in if they didn't okay.
That's true. They definitely asked for it. So that's for sure.
But Kyrie also came out and said that they didn't have no coach, and I think that's why they asked for it.
No, they had already had Steve Nash on the team, and they just was like, yeah, we don't need no coach, blah, blah,
right,
blah.
Because the nigga was inadequate. But, I mean, they probably picked him thinking he would bring some, but I just think he was in over his head to go into a team with
I think they was being cocky, bro. I think they were being cocky, bro. That's what
absolutely.
Arrogant. They were being arrogant. They felt like they had more than enough to win a title with just them two being the you know what I'm saying, the key guys. So on one end, if you're gonna pat yourself on the back and you just gotta deliver, bro. Like that's all I'm saying. Not to say that KD didn't deliver when healthy, but I also remember just seeing them get swept and him asking for a trade, bro. Like, like it's just what it is. Like these players don't want to like go through the process.
Him getting swept actually, I think that's something to do with management too, because it's like, look what they put Kyrie through that season, and they could have had Kyrie there. He could have had some help throughout that season, and they just didn't want him there because whatever the mandates or whatever, he could have still played part-time on the road, but they waited halfway through the season until KD got injured to bring Kyrie in. I think all that could have mended the relationship between, KD, showing him that you actually want to win the championship. It can't just be on KD and that I want to win it. The organization got to put you in position. They could give you all the pieces, but how they treating those pieces? Or they are like the Kyrie wasn't treated fairly in the sense of him not being able to play away games. I understand that the state of New York stopped him from playing home games, but you got to use a guy that talented in any way you can to give yourself an edge. And they didn't. And KD's probably looking at that shit like, if I had him, maybe I don't get injured in that season because I could take a little bit off my body. I'm not putting too much stress on my body. I got help. James Harden's quitting on me. He's out of it in halfway through the season. Then another thing, you wait till James Harden get traded for you to fucking be like, okay, Kyrie, you can play. Like how that's the shit you gotta like. That's the shit KD went through.
Playing well though. Him and James.
They were
playing well, but KD went down, and then James Harden just like.
I'm out of here. Right, I'm out of here. But he was also down. You know how I feel about James Harden. He was also went down too, and KD probably was like, "That's not what I signed up for." All three of them played the part in them not being successful. Why they played together? Because all three of them were hurt. There's no more here, there's no more there, and there's no more over there. It's all three the same. All three of them were hurt.
But he literally did what James Harden did, like literally the same shit.
Who, KD?
Literally, yeah.
I can't.
He asked for a trade at the trade deadline, like James.
I can't. I mean, but do you think he asked for that trade after Kyrie was traded, or do you think once they traded Kyrie? Because remember, he said that Kyrie being traded, asking for a trade, was a surprise to him, and him knowing that the organization was going to go through with the trade with Kyrie, he probably was like, okay, I want out too now, because now what the fuck am I going to be left with? Like, we don't know at what point KD asked for his trade because he did it quietly. He could have asked for that trade after Kyrie, which would make the situation different for me.
He got to be politically correct, too, because he can't be like, yeah, I knew about him wanting to leave. You know what I'm saying? That's my idea. But he can't say that. He can't. He got to be like, I had no idea, Kyrie. But they got a podcast together, though. Man, stop it. I wasn't born after last night, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Oh, no, can I bring up Sean Marks for a second? Sorry.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I don't give a damn who you are, Sean Marks. You can bring in the 1992 Dream Team. You can bring in the Redeem Team. You can bring in anybody you want. You can bring in Harden. You can bring in KD. You can bring in Kyrie. I don't care. If you don't know how to actually put together a basketball team, it doesn't matter. You're a Celtics fan. Danny Ainge, he put up rosters. Bob Myers, Warriors Dynasty, he put up rosters. Like, you need to be able to actually build together rosters. The Chicago Bulls, for some reason I'm blanking on his name. That GM, he went straight for Scottie Pippen. He went and got Rodman. He built rosters. Sean Marks isn't building an actual roster. He's just going and getting the biggest guys. You can't do that. You can't get three ball dominant players and expect that to work. You can't do that, right? I blame him almost more than anybody, probably more than anybody, except the management is god awful. I don't care if it's in Brooklyn. It's a mess. Sean Marks deserves a lot of blame. He's not getting any.
That's true. Oh,
that's true.
God, that's for surely true. That's the biggest fact ever. Because yeah.
All right,
they've never had good management.
Wrapping up the trade portion segment, we spent a lot of time on this, which I knew this was the trade episode. But we got to get to this LeBron conversation. You guys know that. I want to know who, in you guys' mind, made the biggest or best move in the trade deadline.
Gotta be Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. Only because as much as they gave up, what they got back in the buyout market as well, that's what put them over the top for me. So I would definitely say Phoenix.
Yeah, that's kind of the easy answer.
Phoenix.
I mean, you get Kevin Durant. Like, you get Kevin Durant, man. Like,
yeah, like
it's like you can't talk. Yeah,
just to be outside. Just to be outside everybody, I really do think the Jakob Poeltl trade is going to be
That's what I was looking at.
That's gonna be so freaking
That's what
cold.
I was
Oh
looking
my
at, the
god,
Jakob trade.
that's gonna be so cold.
Yeah, I was looking at the Jakob and Buwab, you said something. What did you say?
I said I like what the Lakers tried to do. You know, they got better. They got better. But I just don't. I think it's too late for the most part. That's what I really.
They have to get healthy.
Yeah, but I just think
AD does not play.
Far behind. They might catch the play-ins if they can catch the play-in, and we'll see. Like, I think they are a scary team. I don't think nobody really want to play them if they are in the playoffs like that. It is LeBron and AD. You know what I'm saying? So they can be very scary in a 7-game series.
Yeah, definitely that. Absolutely.
All right, who do you think made the worst move?
Hello,
Warriors.
Brooklyn.
The Warriors.
He said Brooklyn.
Warriors. I don't care. We made the worst move. I don't care. We made the worst move. The moves we made. I mean, like I said, I get it. Bob is a mad genius. I get it. He has something planned for the future. But as far as like right now, it was confusing because it's like you give it 5 picks, we get Knox, we give up Knox, and we get back GP2 when we could have just got GP2 at the end. At the end of the season last year, we could have just signed him. And if we wanted to let Juan Toscano and Otto Porter walk, you could have did that. And you could have went out to get a Jared. You could have went out to get somebody else. But we let all 3 of them walk, only to bring one of them back. And then it's just a lot.
Utah. You have Malik Beasley. You have Vanderbilt. You have second-round picks. Sure, you get a first. Juan Toscano Anderson? Damian Johns? What the hell? What Russell Westbrook who bought out?
Right, they're trying to get Victor Wembanyama.
They trying to get Benjamin Pollard.
That's gonna be tough.
They're trying to get Victor Wilmington. They trying to get Victor Wilmington and shit.
That's tough. They better lose a shit ton of games.
Compare Big Vic with Laurie.
That's Danny Ainge plan.
That is Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge is the master of rebuilding rosters, bro.
He traded his best 2 players and was not expecting
that. 15,000 picks. That's even if he don't get the first round pick, he's surely going to trade up to that motherfucker. I'll give you every pick I got in every draft, nigga. You give me Victor Wilmington.
And he really gave up his best players, and then he really didn't think that they were going to be competitive, and they're really competitive.
And then he had to trade some more people. He had to sit them down listen, guys. Listen.
Get out, guys. Get out.
You guys want to show the league that you can play, but we're playing for Victor. We're not playing for you guys. So sit your ass down.
He probably came in the locker room like, hey, what the fuck are y'all doing in here? You're out. You've been bought. Definitely got to get out.
The next one that scores 30 points, I will trade you.
There it is.
It's Larry Markkinen.
Yeah, look, Laurie Markkinen and Walker Kessler. That's why he said only them 2 they're untouched. But everybody else, you gonna have to go. Stop playing with me.
Jordan Clarkson's interesting too.
I was gonna say Jordan Clarkson is interesting too, because even thinking about him, like, hey, you can go too. You better stop scoring all these damn points, dog. What you mean?
And we trying to tank over here. On the bench too, bro. I like Jordan Clarkson. Just not on any.
Former 6th man of the year.
I just don't want him on any team LeBron is on. That's it.
Yeah, that makes the most sense ever.
Right. I don't want him on any team LeBron is on. All right. So who should have made a move that didn't?
Chicago, man. Chicago is. We actually talked about this on Gentleman's Talk. My whole thing with Chicago is this is a failed experiment, and we know it's a failed experiment. And Vucevic, and I'm a big Vucevic guy, and I'm a big DeRozan guy. Going back to what you said, who made the worst trade? I was going to say Chicago because they did absolutely nothing, because they should have been sellers at this point to get capital back to try and start rebuilding, because DeRozan is getting older. He can only do so much for so much longer. Zach LaVine is great, but is he worth the contract you gave him? Maybe not. And Vucevic is on the backside of his career. So he's already hit his peak, and now he's coming down. So that's the team I would pick, Chicago.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm honestly not mad at that at all, because I feel like if somebody was supposed to make a splash, then it definitely should have been Chicago, or shit, even what Telly said, Miami, because they didn't do a damn thing either. So,
yeah.
I agree. No, go ahead.
Okay. My Portland Trailblazers. So Why are you making Damian Lillard unavailable? Do you think Matisse Thybulle does he really move the hump? He just replaces Gary Payton Jr. That's all he does. He's a bigger defender. That's all he does. What the hell are they doing? You can rebuild. You can trade Dame if you want to get rid of Ant. If you want to get rid of guys like that, while their value is the highest, then do that. Chauncey Billups obviously is not ideal. The contracts are not ideal. Damian Lillard's, 30, 31? He's only getting older. His value's only going to get lower. I know he's playing phenomenal, but he's going to get older. You could trade him to maybe a team like New York that needs, they need sell tickets, okay? I know they're a good playoff team, but they need sell tickets. A team like that, yeah, they are idiots. Thank you. I'm aware of that. We're going to get stomped tonight by LA without LeBron. But yeah, we're just make Dame available. That's the part that irks me. Joe Cronin's just a worse Neil O'Shea. It's just them or Miami. Pat Riley fell asleep. Yeah.
I like what DJ said. I definitely think the Bulls should have been sellers. Zach LaVine is not worth that money.
Tell him, boo.
Yeah, they should have traded Zach and tried to get some assets back for him because he's just not that guy to me. He's not a number one in this league to me. I thought he was. I just don't think he embodies, you know what I'm saying, like number one intangibles. He don't play defense. He's not a good playmaker. He's just simply a scorer, and he's not Kevin Durant with it. So, like, I don't know what we're doing here. Like, good player, though. But it's time to blow that thing up in Chicago. That was, like you said, a failed experiment. And now you kind of stuck with some players, and Zach and DeMar they not even cool no more. Like, they beefing on the court. It's just not a good look, bro.
Hey, forcing them to stay together, though. Let's force them to stay together.
Honestly. Shoot, we wanted Caruso, but we asked for too much for Caruso. Oh, see, this is what Salty Warrior fan. Here I am again. Okay? Here I am once more. All right? Because why did we not?
You need some time to rant,
man.
I just don't understand, bro. Why would we not do? Why would we not just trade? It doesn't matter. We have 5 first-round picks, bro. Or second-round picks. You could have traded. We had hella young talent that everybody wants. Like, we could have got rid of Wiseman years ago. I know he only been in the league for a year and a half, but years ago, seemed like he's been in the league 5 goddamn years. Okay,
could have traded him in 1962.
1962 is when he should have been gone. All right.
Moses Moody
that
too.
Wiseman experiment has been dead in the water for about since we drafted him. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Okay, we could have traded him. I like Moody, but we could have got rid of him. Okay, we got Patrick Baldwin Jr. just sitting on the bench in the motherfucking G League, just developing, and then we got Gui or Guy, or whatever the heck his name is, G League MVP or whatever he been balling. We got young pieces. Okay, I don't understand why we're just sitting here stagnant while everybody's making moves to win a championship. We can go back to back. Oh, Salty Warrior fan. Here I am again. I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And then we go out and lose to the Blazers and we lose to the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, I lost to the Lakers. I mean, shit. That was
right.
Yeah, we did. No, he's not right at all. He's not right.
Not even remotely. Not even remotely, bro.
All right.
OG Anunoby too.
Bro, I was on Twitter to the last second.
Me too.
I'm talking about 45, bro, like 9 seconds left. We're about 12 o'clock on the dot, 11:59.99999 to see if we was gonna get OG. And guess what these niggas didn't do? They didn't get OG, bro. They didn't do it. We could have got Chris Boucher. We could have even got Precious, bro. They took Precious, dog.
He's nice.
What we do? Nothing. Okay, I'm done.
All right, let's get to what you guys came for. LeBron broke the scoring record. He's the all-time leading scorer, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for most points scored in a career combined, together, separately, whatever you guys want to say. Let's start there. How you guys feel about LeBron breaking the record?
I wish I had a cookie.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Hold on, wait. Give me about 20 seconds.
So let me go get a cookie. Let me go get one of my daughter's cookies. OT, how you feel? You're a LeBron guy, ain't you?
Yeah, I think he's fantastic. That's another legendary milestone for him, and he's all time, and he did his thing, and he needs to play though. It seems like he hasn't played since he broke it, so I don't know what's going on. But
he hasn't played since he broke it.
I don't think he has. So, but yeah, it's awesome, and I know Kareem's pissed.
He pissed off, bro.
He's faking that happiness.
You really would have got a
Here, Bron. Here we go. We got you your cookie, okay? For breaking the scoring chart, breaking Kareem's record. We got you.
Now you're doing me. You can't even talk.
Got you. Go ahead. We got him his cookie, bro. That's all that matters. We got him his cookie. It's chocolate chip, okay? Freshly baked. I got it right out the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's warm and everything for him. It's good. I got it.
We're gonna be here for a little while because
I got it for him.
He
wanted the cookie. I got him the cookie, bro. Congratulations.
Let's get the little minor stuff out the way. So how do you guys think Kareem felt looking at Kareem of him passing? You think Kareem was salty? Was he upset?
Did you see the cameraman, dog?
Jamar Gaines, you came right at the right time, Jamar. We talking about LeBron.
Tell me you seen the cameraman kept zooming in on Kareem every shot, bro. I swear, if Kareem wasn't on national television, first of all, he would beat the dog shit out of the cameraman. Cameraman would have got beat up that night. No cap. He would have got beat up that night. And then on top of that, I guarantee he walked out of the stadium before Bron hit that final shot. I ain't finna be here for this. I ain't finna be here. Hey, Troy, what fuck that dude. I ain't finna be here for this.
Fuck that dude.
Fuck that dude. I ain't finna be here for this. And then they had the whole ceremony in the middle of the whole last game. Bro,
they lost.
I was OKC, I'd been mad as hell.
Yeah, I don't like.
I
don't like the fact they stopped the game to do it. Like, I mean, did they do that to Kareem when Kareem?
No,
like that. They did something like that, but
I think it was at the end of the game, right? It wasn't in the middle of the game, was it?
I think it was at the end of the game.
Right. I think I would have left it to the. Yeah, I think I would have left it at the end of the game and not.
Because that ruins the game flow.
And
right,
see,
then they went on and lost anyway. So it's like,
and this thing, I asked the question.
She went straight to the bench
after that. And see,
now all of a sudden he got a foot injury.
Yeah, foot hurt now, right? I asked the question. I was like, if Kobe or Mike would have broke that damn scoring record, and they were losing that damn game, do you think they had that game stopped for a damn reward ceremony in the middle of a game? They're losing, mind you. They are losing the game. You think Kobe Bryant, if you want to give it to Mike, sure, because Mike might have just entertained it. You think Kobe Bean Bryant is stopping a basketball game? I don't think Mike would entertain it either, but I give people the benefit of the doubt just because they want to talk shit. Do you think Kobe Bean Bryant is stopping a basketball game to accept the basketball from Kareem Abdul? He gonna throw that fucking ball around across the stadium.
He gonna shoot that shit in the hoop and be like, yo, that's 3 points.
He gonna throw that ball across the goddamn stadium. Bro, I don't want this shit. I don't want this ball. If y'all don't start this damn game, what the hell? Bro, I ain't never seen a game stoppage that long for somebody scoring more points. Hey, congratulations. Hey, we got a game to play, bro. We don't care. Kareem has been the scoring champion for 38, damn near 40 years, bro. We don't care. Play the game of basketball. Who gonna win this goddamn game, though? Because that's why AD was salty. AD was like, hey, shit, are we gonna win the game?
You know what? I don't really care that they did that in particular. I do care that they didn't win the game, and it don't look like that was like the game plan. To me, it looked like the game plan was for LeBron to break the scoring record for the.
Well, the coach came out and said it. The coach came out and said it that their game plan for the whole year was for him to break the record.
Yeah, that was the game plan.
Basketball. And that's why I don't understand why Westbrook got, the blame that he got, because they knew what they were doing. I think even last year was to get him close enough to break it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And it's like, and that goes to say it. It's like, okay, well, if we're talking about competitive nature, right? Like if we're gonna weigh in competitive nature, doesn't that weigh into the type of basketball player you are at the end of the day? Wanting to compete, wanting to win the game, like, yeah, sure, stats matter. I can go out here and score a whole bunch of points. I'm a football player. I can go out here and get 5 picks, bro, and 3 forced fumbles. But if we lose the game, none of that shit matters to me. We lost. I don't care, bro. We lost.
Yeah, I don't like to stop it in the middle of the game.
Yeah, bro. Why? Like, we're losing. Can we win the game
I
first?
don't even care if we was winning. I would rather it be at the end of the game so you don't mess up the flow of the game. Like, I get it, it's LeBron, and you
let us finish the game. We can do all this at the end of the game.
People want to celebrate him, and that's just it. But I don't think, my personal opinion, I don't think Kareem was upset.
I think he was.
I think he was mad salty. Though. He probably thought that
I think he was more annoyed at the situation than anything else. Like, damn, people made so much a big deal out of this shit. Nobody made this big of a deal when I did this shit. Like,
okay, so look, you think if he did it in Milwaukee, he would have had a different reaction?
Who, LeBron?
Yeah.
That was the next game, yeah.
Yeah,
that was the next game, and he played for both franchises.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Who, LeBron?
Nah, Kareem played for both franchises. Oh. So
if it happened with the Bucks, it wasn't happening because Giannis, he would have talked to Giannis before the game. It was like, whatever you do, you don't let that nigga score tonight. And Giannis would have just paid attention to defense on Bron, and then the first time we'd ever seen Bron get shut down in his career. Psych.
Man.
But how do you guys think AD felt about it?
I think he was more mad that they lost the game, bro. They were losing the game.
He was sitting on the bench, not even reacting. Like, yo, bro, we losing, man. I just want to play ball.
But I just want to play. I just want to hoop, bro.
I just want to twist my ankle.
I just want to go out here and hurt my foot real quick.
I just want to hurt my foot real quick. Like.
That's it.
Well, we got to
go out here,
Bron, man.
get a quick little back spasm, and act like I blocked the shot, and I'm good, bro. Like, yeah, but he was he was mad. He was I want to play the game, bro. We stopping this freaking game for the ceremony.
I don't like it in the game.
Nah, I want to finish the game, bro. And we're not to mention we're losing to OKC. And I know, they've been playing better in their young team, but we're losing to OKC. Like, what? No, hell no. I'm not happy right now. There's no way I'm going to be happy. There's no smile. I don't care. No, we're losing to OKC. I should be upset because there's no damn way.
Yeah. There's certainly the argument that it's because they were losing. Then again, I mean, he's your teammate, he's your friend. He's arguably the best player of this generation. I get it was in the middle of the game. That's just a horrible look.
It definitely
is. For a guy that can't get on the court whatsoever. For a guy, right? He's friends, he's teammates. He's won a championship. Bron got him a championship. He got him out of New Orleans. Him and the front office.
For AD, you gotta do something at him.
It's just a horrible look.
I think.
You know about that foot?
Yeah, the foot, bro. He's gonna come out there and get 3 back spasms and be out for 37 weeks.
I think Skip and Shannon kind of hit the nail on the head because I didn't realize how close everything happened. I listened to them the other day and they were talking about, okay, AD had picked up, what was it, his 4th foul? He picked up his 4th foul. He had to come out the game. He didn't want to come out the game. He was mad. He came out the game, and right up, boom, Bron breaks the record. But it wasn't even 11 seconds went by. He was frustrated that he was out of the game at that point. So it just happened at a weird time.
Right. It's funny because like I was talking to my boy about this, right? And like because he sent me the same video. He was like, "Yeah, bro, what's going on with AD? Why is he so salty?" And I'm like, "Bro, they losing? You feel me?" And my boy instantly brought the first thing he said. He was like, "Bro, they're losing because of him, though. Like they're not losing because of Bron. They're losing because of AD. AD is playing ass right now." And I was just like, "Damn, I can't even say nothing because he's right. Like he wasn't playing good. They're definitely losing partly because of you. Like you can be mad all you want, but you weren't playing good. So you're definitely attributed to that loss. If you play even an ounce better, you guys probably win that game, honestly. And Bron breaks the scoring championship or breaks the scoring title, but you weren't playing good. So it's like he was probably more frustrated that 1, they were losing. 2, he wasn't playing good, which contributed to their losing. And he just picked up his 4th foul, and there's still a whole bunch of game left. And now he probably has to sit for a majority of the game now.
All right. Next part of this is so a lot of talk has been on LeBron being the GOAT. Right, OT?
Yes, sir.
LeBron is the GOAT to you, OT?
My personal opinion. I don't think it's much of a gap, but I do think, I do have him.
So a lot of the Jordan fans, the Jordan fans and the Ubba-Doobadoos, the LeBron fans always arguing over some shit.
I saw his last stream. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, who's who's the GOAT, who's this?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody brought up an interesting thing. And I know we talked about this before on the show, stats over winning, stats or winning or winning or stats. So I wanted to ask you guys, what is more important, stats or winning?
To me, winning.
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 Is it in terms of like a GOAT debate or in terms of like what?
Oh, in this debate.
Okay. Okay. I think you need both. I think both are very important. Jordan, 6-0. You got 5 MVPs, you got Defensive Player of the Year award, Rookie of the Year award, top 5 all time in scoring, 10 scoring titles. I think he's the only person ever to win the scoring title with every championship he won, along with being the Finals MVP. I'm pretty sure I saw that. Yeah, I mean, he has the best legacy probably ever, in maybe any sport. Okay. And I wasn't alive, so again, it's really not too fair for me to say that, to talk for him. I just watch a lot of old, I've seen all documentaries. I watch a lot of basketball, and it's no disrespect at all. It's just personal opinion. I think they're very interchangeable. Okay. It's just what LeBron has done over the past 20 years. Like, I was born a week before he made his debut in the NBA. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to graduate high school. Yeah. And so, there's the meltdown against Dallas. So ultimately, that's probably the one factor that everyone looks at. But, 4-time champion, 4-time Finals MVP, 4-time MVP. He's got all the first teams, first time in scoring. He'll probably be top 10 in points, rebounds, and assists when it's all said and done. And the memes are always there. He played in the internet. He played in the era of the internet. And, and he was told he had to be Michael Jordan when he was in high school. And for him to do what he did is absolutely sensational. I don't think it's much of a gap. I think it's LeBron.
Who told him that?
Yeah. I mean, he was on Sports Illustrated.
When he was on Sports Illustrated, they told him he had to be LeBron?
No, I'm saying they had, like, the media. I've seen the media, like, told him he had to be, like, great. He was the most hyped up prospect.
Right, but we can say that about the media about a lot of players. Did Grant Hill not come in with similar hype? He was supposed to be the next coming.
With who?
Grant Hill.
Yeah. Grant.
He was supposed to be the next coming. He came in with a lot of pressure. Like, a lot of players, this happens to a lot of players. LeBron, I would say one thing about him is he embraced it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he embraced it, and he was like, "Yo, I'm Michael," and that was the one thing why I didn't like LeBron. Listen, I'll tell you this: in the Michael Jordan versus LeBron,
who played trash? I know he's not talking about Grant Hill.
I mean, he's talking about LeBron against Dallas.
Oh,
yeah. I'm a Bird fan, as you can see, so I ain't got no.
I love Larry Bird.
I don't got no, investment in saying Michael is better than Bron, but I do think, like you said, like, it shouldn't matter if you have Bron or MJ. But I think the case is clearer for me. The case is more clear for MJ. And I know people like to take MJ's first 7 years when he lost in the first round.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Like, that's fine. Like, you could stack his first couple of years up against LeBron's, and the only thing you're going to see differently is that LeBron made the finals. They both were losing. Like, people put too much on where you lose at. For me, I told this to Buat. Me and Buat went back and forth about it a couple episodes ago. I'd rather lose in the first round than lose in the finals. That's just me. Right? I think it's harder it would be harder on my mental for me to know I got there and I could not win it than I didn't fucking get there and I got to try again to get there. I'd rather me have to try again to get there than to get there and be like, damn, I lost. I wasn't good enough to win the game. And then I might be Chris Paul and never get back there again. Just for me. Just for me, that would suck more for me is to lose in the finals. So, like, when you look at the careers, like, and we look at what the game is, right? What basketball is. Basketball is about winning a championship. Every season is based on winning a championship. That's the reason these guys play a game, right? That's not to say, we should forget Michael Jordan's first couple of years. We should forget LeBron's first couple of years. No, both of those careers were different, right? And that's the thing where I don't like, comparing these two guys, because one is one is a big guy, one is a shooting guard, one is a small forward.
It's a back person.
Guard. Yeah. Like, it's hard because they play two different positions. Like, yeah, they both were dominant with the ball in their hands and they were able to do what they do. But none of these guys were able to do what they do without the teammates they had around them. That's another thing in the point where Bron fans and Jordan fans can accept that these guys had help 100%. But they were the most important pieces. They did have the most impact. You got to give them their credit. You feel me? But when you look at Michael, when Michael's in this prime, and everybody like to take this prime argument, oh, in their prime, what did they do? Well, Mike in his prime is undefeated. Right? LeBron in his prime is defeated. He's 6-4. 4-6, I mean. It's 4-6. Like, so it's like, yeah, I get it. People are gonna be like, oh, Michael never got to play against the Warriors. Well, Michael was the Warriors.
Facts.
I agree.
You don't got to play against the Warriors because he was the Warriors. In 10 years, people are going to be saying Steph Curry never got to play against the Warriors. Why is that?
Probably,
because he is the Warriors. People are just going to keep turning these arguments and turning them to where no player is ever going to be, no player can fit into the GOAT debate because everybody needs a narrative or a piece of a story or a moment out of this guy's career to fit into a narrative. It's like, no, LeBron is great. You can say Jordan is the GOAT without putting LeBron down. You can say LeBron is the GOAT without putting Jordan down.
Exactly.
People, it's just too much of discrediting going on when it comes to Mike and his 6 and when it comes to LeBron and what he has done over his 20 years. But then on the other side, I think people overlook shit too. Like, why wouldn't LeBron have better numbers than Mike? He's played 25 more years than Mike. Played this many more games than Mike. Like, if you stack LeBron and Kareem up, right? They both played 20 seasons at this point. Both played 20 seasons. Kareem's been to the playoff in his 20 season 18 times. LeBron 15 times. They both been in 19 All-Star games, which I don't care about. We know the chips is 6-4. But you look at season MVPs, 4-6, 6-4. You look at finals MVPs, LeBron has 4-2.
6-4.
Right, 4-2. Kareem has 2 because he was on the team with Magic.
And,
you know how that
James Worthy.
Right. LeBron beats him in first team 13-2. He beats him in all NBA teams 18-15. The defensive first team, they both got 5. But all defensive team, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got 11, LeBron got 6. Scoring leaders throughout his 20 years, Kareem has 2, Bron has 1. Kareem has a rebound leader. We already know he's a center. LeBron has an assist leader. Kareem's a 4-time block leader. They both were rookie of the years, right? When you look at their numbers, they're not that far off. But if you just look at what they were able to accomplish accolade-wise, because I know some people don't like to go off accolades, but if you look at what they were able to accomplish in 20 years,
Kareem even more so.
Right. You can say Kareem edges him just a little. But you can look at Kareem's 20 versus Michael's 15, and you can say Michael edges Kareem. The only thing people will say is Kareem had the scoring leader title. That's fine. Kareem has 6, same as Michael. That's fine. But Mike, more scoring titles. I think all defensive first team have more. I'm not sure. I can check. I think it's right here. Yeah, I can check. All defensive team. Mike has 9. So he has 2 less than Kareem. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when you really look at these guys' careers stacked next to each other, you can say Kareem and LeBron has had similar careers in 20 years. But when you look at what Jordan accomplished in his 15 compared to what Kareem accomplished in his 20 and what like LeBron, like, that's why I think it's hard for people to be like, anybody's better than Jordan, because in a short period of time, this is what Jordan compared. We could compare Jordan to other superstars that played only 15 years and see what they accomplished to what he accomplished. Like, he accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. Then he left. He got a 3-peat, he left, went play baseball for a year and a half, came back, played 17 games, which nobody liked to talk about. The year they got beat by the Magic in the playoffs, he only played 17 basketball games that year. Nobody liked to talk about that. You feel me?
So they swept him the next year.
When he come back the next year, Michael's back in form. Yes, the team changes, but they can add some more pieces. But without Michael being in form, the Bulls don't do anything of what they're doing. I always say this, right? You take Pippen in the season the team was Pippen's. People don't realize Pippen only averaged 3 more points. He only averaged 3 more points with Jordan not there. He went from 19 to 22.
They made additions too. They did not keep the same team.
You say that again, but what?
The others stepped up.
Thank you. And that's what people don't.
Stepped up.
Horace Grant stepped up. And that's the key to it. So when we're having this debate about Michael versus Bron, we need to start taking into all the factors into consideration. And if we end at the end of that road with LeBron is the greatest, then hey, I'm not disputing you. My favorite guy is right there, but I'm not going to say this guy is the GOAT. Even though I can make a legitimate case for him being that. I'm not going to say him because I know if I stack his career in the totality of Mr. Michael's, it's tough. It'll fall a little short. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. That's what right. It's gonna be a little short, boy. Little short. I got the last word. But that's what it is for me. It's just like, yo, I don't care who you pick, but all this nitpicking, leaving context out of the arguments, like you guys gotta stop. Winning is more important than stats. Winning is important to Jordan fans. Stats are important to LeBron fans. I don't understand.
Jordan got the stats too, though. That's the thing, though. Like, they get lost in this conversation. The man got 30,000 plus points. He basically played. Like, if you want to tell the truth, like, they got to give you credit for a season because you were in the season. But he played 17 games one year. He broke his foot in 85 and missed 70 games
the whole year.
Like, so basically, he still won. In my opinion, out of 12 seasons, he's won the scoring title 10 times. That is insane. It's like insane.
And then 11 seasons, 6 titles, 6 MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs?
Yep.
5 regular season MVPs.
Not to mention 9-time all-team defensive, 3 stealing titles. Like, so when people sit here and they tell me that they want an all-around player and LeBron's a better all-around player, just like how? Because Jordan played great defense as well too. Like, if we're gonna sit here and take all around as well, like Jordan passed really good as well too. So we're not gonna sit here and take things away from one player to give them to another player, which 100%. I can't never do. Like I'm not gonna sit here and take an ability away from LeBron to give to Jordan when they both have the ability to do it. It's just at this point in time, who does it better?
You see, the thing about it is that's what separates them two styles of play. Like Jordan can be an all-around player, but he's more of a two-way guy. He committed on both ends, on offense and defense, where LeBron hasn't consistently always been that defender. Like, and that's no knock against him. It's just what it is. He's just slightly better at other things than Jordan, like defensively. Like Jordan was a perimeter nightmare, and LeBron can be a guy that can guard the 1 through 5 to a degree in his position. But really 1 through 4, but whatever. And he can play the point guard position, something I wouldn't necessarily say Jordan couldn't do, but he just does it a little bit better.
I think I'm about to kill his Scotty versus Jordan debate right now.
The who?
Scotty versus Jordan debate. Because you know how people you said something, Buap, and people always say Scotty was the more all-around player. That's what you just said. Scotty was the more all-around player. If Telly's still somewhere in here, Telly posted a video of Phil Jackson saying that Pippen was an all-around better player, right?
Pippen is Phil Jackson, I promise you, is a hater of his best.
No, but he also said in that same video, which Telly left out, he knows how to feud Michael Jordan, and that was the feud Michael Jordan. But let's just look at the Bulls. Who holds the record for the Bulls? Bulls career leaders. Games, Michael Jordan. Minutes, Michael Jordan. Field goals, Michael Jordan. Attempts, Michael Jordan. 2-point field goals, Michael Jordan. 2-point field goals, attempts, Michael Jordan. 3-pointers, Kurt Heinrich in both categories. Field goals missed. Hey, Michael's there too. Free throws, Michael's there. Free throws, attempts, Michael. Offensive rebounds, give it to Joakim Noah. Say his name and say it right. Defensive rebounds, Michael Jordan. Total rebounds, Michael Jordan. Total assists, Michael Jordan. Steals, Michael Jordan. Blocks, Archie Gilmore. Turnovers, Michael Jordan. Personal fouls, Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan in point. Triple doubles, Michael Jordan. Field goal percentage, Archie Gilmore. Gilmore again. And field goal attempt percentage. 3-point field goal percentage. You got Steve Kerr. Then you got George Gervin in free throw percentage. Minutes per game, Ron Mercer. Points per game, Michael Jordan. Rebounds per game, Dennis Rodman. Assists per game, Enos Whatland. Steals per game, Michael Jordan. Blocks per game, Archie Gilmore. Player efficiency rating, Michael Jordan. True shooting percentage, Javante Green. Effective field goal percentage, Steve Kerr. Offensive rebounds, Dennis Rodman. Defensive rebounds, Dennis Rodman. Total rebounds, Dennis Rodman. Hold on. How many times did I say Scottie Pippen?
Once. Personal fouls.
Where we at? Assist percentage, whatever his name is, Whatland. Steals, Metal War Peace. I don't know how he got that, but block percentage, Jawan. Turnover percentage, Doug McDermott. Usage rate, Michael Jordan. Offensive rating, Steve Kerr. Defensive rating, Jerry Sloan. Offensive win shares, Michael Jordan. Defensive win shares, Michael Jordan. Win shares, Michael Jordan. Win shares per 48, Michael Jordan. Box plus minus, Michael Jordan. Offensive box plus minus, Michael Jordan. Defensive box plus minus, Ronnie Buer. Value over replacement player, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know how that's a debate, bro. That's just like another thing people like to do to discredit Michael Jordan. We all understand it. We get it. It's weird, but hey, you know, I just can't imagine somebody telling me like if I didn't tell you nothing about Scottie Pippen, all I told you, he averaged 16.6 rebounds and 5 assists. This does not sound like somebody that deserves to be in the top 50, top 75 of anywhere, bro.
How is somebody that played with the team less and Dennis Rodman holds more records for the Bulls than a guy that's been there for 12 years? And you guys want to compare Scottie to Michael. You can't. Like, yes, he helped Michael, but no, he was not an all-around better player than Michael. Scottie was asked to do more.
Scottie was better than D-Wade.
Right. Scottie was asked to do more. I will give you that 100%. You can say they were equal to winning. I will give you that. But Michael was more impactful.
But he asked him to do more. What they asked him to do more?
Well, I mean, people's eyes, they would say he would ask him to do more. So I would give him that.
They asked him to be
off this list. They didn't ask him to do shit more because Michael did everything more.
Literally,
they asked him to be better, man. That's it, man. That's it. That's all they asked him. Be better, and he turned into the perfect teammate for Michael Jordan. I will give him that credit. I don't believe there's another player in that time frame that would have paired alongside him that great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do believe Mike could have won with other stars and superstars, but I don't think it would have worked as perfect as him and
not as perfect, no.
Yeah, no. Scottie was the perfect compliment to Michael. Like, literally, it was the perfect compliment to Michael.
He should just accept that he's like a great Robin. Like, that's what you are. You're a great Robin, bro. Like, you never was like.
It's not good enough for him, though. It's not good enough for him, though. It's like
I need to the left then.
Right. And then and then people always say that like, oh, Michael went to the Wizards and do nothing. But what did Pippen do after his career?
None
of
them.
Michael did nothing.
They never add context to that either.
Oh no, they don't add context to him coming back to sell tickets and get asses in the seats in Washington. No, that's not why he came back. He still averaged 20 points at 40 years old, 38. Like he still was a scoring machine. Like, and to this day, Michael Jordan plays people in the gym and still busts their ass. Like one of his current players said, I don't believe that he still moves that way. At 50 years old, or how old he is now.
Retired at 34 years old after winning that 2020 ring. He just retired. And then you know what? 4 years later, he said, you know what? I think I could play again. I guarantee you don't average 30.
Right.
Guarantee this.
Because he's not a basketball shape.
Michael Jordan to do that. Like, come out of retirement and average 30 again.
After 2 years and a half.
Carry the team to the playoffs too, Mike. Like, stop it. Like,
it's unrealistic. Literally, he came back because he loved the game. Like that's really it.
And he wanted to put asses in those seats.
Literally,
that's mainly the reason why he came back though, because the Wizards instantly went from being the laughing stock of the NBA to having national televised games every day.
Mm-hmm. Every day.
Lions.
Man, welcome to the chat, Yogo.
What's up, baby?
You know what? The one thing I always tell people when they talk about the scoring, you know, not that LeBron has broken the record. Here's the one thing I get to people. Michael Jordan is the all-time leading scorer in points per game. And the person that is right behind him is Wilt Chamberlain. And Wilt Chamberlain played in a time frame where, you know, we don't really know. We don't really
respect, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they don't get the respect. So Wilt Chamberlain was basically towering over everybody and averaged 30.1 points per game. I think he's like a couple of percentage.
Yeah, 100 like a point zero or something like 0.10 or something like that.
And Jordan played in a time that was dominated pretty much by centers and still averaged 30.1 points per game. And that's with him only scoring 20 points per game with the Wizards for those 2 years. So his
even those two 20-point seasons didn't hurt his percentage. But if he didn't play those, it did. But I'm just saying it didn't hurt him much. Let me finish. I was going to finish. If he didn't play those 2 seasons, the shit would be higher.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you guys don't understand. Like,
he would have been at 32 points a game, I think, for his career. So
That's
like,
what you guys
like
don't understand.
Percy,
Michael's a different breed. That takes nothing away from LeBron. Like, just like I get called a LeBron hater all the time when I'm a fucking Bird fan. I got nothing against LeBron. I respect his game. Do I like his arrogance? Did I like LeBron? No, hell no. I learned to respect him. I didn't like Kobe. I learned to respect him. I didn't like Jordan. Learned to respect him. There's a difference between liking somebody and learning to respect them. I can learn to respect somebody, but still call it as I see it. LeBron has had more failures in his career than Jordan's had in his, and I will stand on that.
Is that his fault?
Yeah.
Is it his fault? You can say partly yes.
2011 is definitely his fault. 2011.
I'll give you Dallas. I'll give you the Dallas.
That's definitely his fault. Like nothing
I'll give you that
to talk about. That is the problem with it is just again, it is the biggest meltdown I've ever seen from a superstar of his caliber. Biggest. I've never.
Well, I don't give these guys say meltdown. I give more credit to Dallas.
I do too.
It's a meltdown. It's a meltdown.
Would you say, Bua?
It's a meltdown.
It's a meltdown. You could call it a meltdown, but something has to cause that meltdown.
But look, they couldn't slow down D-Wade. Chris Bosh.
Right, because if you so when do you believe Mark Cuban when he said the focal point was LeBron?
I do believe that.
So if the focal point is LeBron and I'm putting all these switches and all these defense and all these zones in place to slow Bron down and make the others beat me, then yeah, Wade has to go off in that scenario. He has to, because if Wade not going off, then it's on both of them.
That's fine. Good.
Go ahead, OT.
That's the reason they traded for Tyson Chandler to clog up the lane for LeBron. I saw a story on that Michael Jordan actually had something to do with that, them getting Tyson Chandler.
Wow.
That got something to do with anything in LeBron losing Michael's hands and everything.
I saw they trade for Tyson Chandler so whenever they had to go against LeBron in the finals. It was a theory video.
But how they know they was gonna play with them?
Well, I mean, best team in the league.
I'm saying
the script has been leaked. The
script
has been leaked.
No, I'm not saying it was rigged. No, Dallas won fair square. LeBron played atrocious, and that's 100% a failure. It's the biggest failure I've ever seen in American sports. 100%. No doubt. Besides maybe Tom Brady in the Super Bowl against the Giants when they were 16.
LeBron probably cried when he got that.
But no, but I mean, really, besides that,
it's just, before you finish, OT, when you say it's LeBron's fault, it's the team's fault. Is he not on the team?
He's on the team. But I mean, when he got drafted
to take partial credit too.
But when he got drafted to Cleveland, what did they do? He won 60 games with Larry Hughes
in the late 80s and early.
Don't do that to Larry Hughes. Stop doing that to Larry Hughes and these guys that was on that team.
He was older. He was older. He was older.
He was, but they contribute, and I'm about to go get the numbers from 07.
Because they won.
I think Larry Hughes averaged like 17 a game.
In 07,
led the league.
Whatever the year that they went to the.
I don't think that's the year he won 60 games with. I don't think he did it with.
It might have been the Mo Williams.
It was Mo Williams. Yeah.
That's Mo Williams. He won 60 games.
But Mo Williams was an all-star caliber point guard, not like an all NBA, but he was an all-star caliber point guard. Even if you want to say it's because he was playing with LeBron, he still gave 20 points a game. Still give 20 points a game. Like I'm just saying. I understand what you're saying, though. It is impressive to win that many games still with that roster, right?
I'm not giving him an achievement award for that. I'm just saying, like, he does not. Just like Jordan. People don't bring this up. Jordan, first round, the East was absolutely loaded. There were a bunch of dynasties in the East. He had to play the Boston Celtics, the Dynasty Celtics, the 77-win Bucks, the Detroit Pistons. I don't blame him at all. He played perfect in those series. 60 at the Garden. Perfect against Detroit when they, made rules to beat them up, right? So I'm not fault. That's why winning matters. Winning 100% matters. It matters a lot. It takes a lot of credit. But at the same time, there's a lot of out of context situations like that. 1-9 before Scotty, because a lot of those series were against Boston and Detroit. Like LeBron, the 4-6 record, besides Dallas. So we'll say the 5 losses. The Warriors, they were just outmatched. 2015, Kyrie and Caleb both go down. 2014. He's averaging damn near 30-point triple-double. He doesn't get help. I'm not giving him an achievement award. It's just, as long as it's put in the context, I'm fine. Like 2062. Draymond, I think the Warriors win that series if Draymond does not get suspended. And then if Steph's healthy. Steph was hurt that series in 2016. Steph was hurt. So they deserve, like, that. People don't talk about that whatsoever. It's just, as long as there's context.
Year before Shannon Brown and them got there, right? This is 06, 07 that they made it to Yeah.
Yeah, they lost to San Antonio. They got swept.
Yeah.
But nobody really I ain't gonna say nobody. I mean, because it's in these type of debates, people get nasty. I try not to get nasty. I don't hold LeBron's first 7 years against him.
Okay.
I don't, because
that's his learning curve.
Yeah, like a lot of people why he couldn't beat that Orlando team. Well, that Orlando.
Oh, boy, I cut out. He said, "What that Orlando team?" Yeah,
that Orlando team was stacked though. That's
in
the
the
reason
playoffs,
why.
right? 06-07, right? Larry Hughes, 11 points. Ilgauskas, 12. Drew Gooden, 11. Then you got Sasha with 9, and then Daniel Gibson with 8. So I mean, you would want those numbers up 100%. You would want the numbers up, but it's like when you guys say he had no help in the regular season, he had 5 people scoring double digits. In the playoffs, he had 4. No, he still had 5. No, 4. Yeah, so only one person went down. So it's like, yeah, LeBron he was the best player on his team. Yeah, LeBron had to go in. He had to carry that team throughout. But it's not like you're gonna you can't sit here and tell me that we had 2 people average 2 double digits in the finals, which was Drew Gooding and Daniel Gibson. And then Sasha with 9. And
the Spurs were just a better team.
Spurs were a better team.
Yeah,
a better team.
Cleveland had guys, but not guys to beat championships.
Right. Like that's a dynasty. So that's why I don't hold the 07 against him either. But I just hate when people bring the 07 up like LeBron did it by himself. Like he did not do that shit by himself. Like, I don't care that he lost. He didn't do it by himself.
Yeah, because he still had
LeBron averaged 30
pieces.
points that year. Right. He averaged 30 points that year. 30 points ain't beating nobody. So
And
you take away everything everybody else did. You take everything everybody else did, and is his 30 points winning the game? No, he got blown out 30 to fucking 100 and something. Like everybody's points meant something. Everybody's contribute meant something. Guys averaging 3. You got 3.7 assists from Larry Hughes. You got 4 from Eric Snow. You know, you got guys contributing rebounds. You got 8 from Gordon. You got 7 from Ilgauskas. You got 6 from Varejao. Like you got guys contributing. Ilgauskas, he averaging 1.3 blocks, so you got somebody down there that's like helping you with the interior. Like I don't get it. Like he had help. What is it adequate help to beat the Spurs? No, but you can say that without saying that he did not have any help. He had help.
And that's a big reason you talk about the trade deadline, right? Guys like Mike Muscala, you go get him at the trade deadline. Guys like that, they play a role. You know, a big reason why you play well in the playoffs, especially in the regular season to close out the year, getting ready for that. And so, yeah, and I mean, no, I'm not. My point is, I just don't like besides Dallas, because that Bron was awful. He was horrible, and I'll hold him against that forever. Besides that loss, I just don't like the finals losses. Just like I don't like the first rounds for MJ because Pippen wasn't there. BJ Armstrong is not good enough to beat the Boston Celtics, Kevin Carroll-Labert. Like, no, it's not good enough whatsoever. That works for anybody. You don't win on your own, right? Jordan was the best at the biggest stage, and that's why people have him to go. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a longevity thing for me. Like different eras. That's mainly what it is.
Oh, Watt back in here. Watt, what was you saying?
No, I was just saying like the first 7 years though still for LeBron is just like you said, his learning curve, right? Because I'm smart enough to realize he never really had a legitimate number 2 there. So my problem is 2011 because you do get the number 2. Hell, you get the number 3. And all I know is that should have been more than enough to get over that hump, whatever Dallas was. Like, because I'm not trying to discredit them. I just feel like they play that. If that team was to play that team 10 times, they would beat them like 9 out of 10 times, like in a series, is what I'm saying. Like, there's no way you can convince me that Dallas would have won that series unless LeBron James plays the way he plays.
But that's what I said, and that's what I think. I understand you, but I kind of disagree. They don't win that series if they don't come in with the game plan they came in with. That's how I look at it.
It was, but you're right about the game plan. The problem is that's what
execution
LeBron fans. I don't want to say LeBron fans because it's kind of nasty, but it's just the truth.
No, it's LeBron fans.
He was not. Yeah, but he just was. I don't think it's all LeBron fans. I think I could have this conversation with some LeBron fans, and they can understand what I'm saying. He was not a fine skilled player yet. He was like Giannis at the time, where you can build walls and things of that nature to slow him down.
Right.
Where you could
100%.
never do that to Michael Jordan, to a Kobe Bryant, because they excelled in the mid-range game, and LeBron did not excel in the mid-range
Different types of players.
game at that time. So, like, his first nature as a player though is to get to the rim, and if that's not open, to make my players around me better. So, like, he did that for the most part, but again, he just wasn't aggressive enough in that series in particular. He didn't force the issue.
Right. I hate to get off of actual basketball, but it was a major learning experience for him, I think, as an athlete. Like, he said the not one, not two. They mocked Dirk being sick. They were overconfident. They felt like they were going to dominate him, win 5-6 games, win the series. They didn't. He played absolutely awful, and he learned from it, right? And since that time, yes, he lost series, but he never had that type of freeze up. Right. That was a major learning experience. And ever since then, you know, he's the actual LeBron. He's not,
Besides his back-to-back, he's won a championship. Didn't win one in 2 years, won a championship, didn't win one in 2 years, and now he won one in 2019. So he's not going to win one last year. He's not going to win one this year. So maybe next year, you know, he might win another championship. Who knows? Like,
it's tough.
But yeah, no, you just got to be realistic with the debate, and that's what you know you don't find in these type of debates. You don't find people try to be realistic. People just pick moments out to fit LeBron, to fit Jordan, right out of context. And then when you start giving them context, like one guy on TikTok blocked me because I gave him context. And he's going to tell me if I want to debate, go debate with my pinky toe. Like, like you can't, I told him to fight back. He didn't want to fight back. Like, fight back. Like, fight my points. You're calling me all these names, but fight my points. This is 100%. This is the problem with a lot of LeBron and a lot of Jordan fans. You guys will attack the person personally because they're seeing something that doesn't fit your agenda. And everybody is not a LeBron hater. You guys got to stop doing that. We can like LeBron and respect LeBron and still give him constructive criticism. It's the same thing I do with Michael. Like a lot of people on TikTok think I'm Mel. I'm not Mel. They get me mistaken. No, I'm not Mel. Like Mel might do it. Mel goes hard for Michael over LeBron. He does. Yeah, Telly, he blocked me, Telly, he blocked me, bro. After going at it with me for hours, he finally blocked me because he wasn't going to win. He told me, you ain't going to win a debate on my page. And I told him I already did, and then he blocked me.
What a loser.
You're a fucking retard. Don't post content if you don't want people to respond. If you don't want people to respond, turn your comments off. He talking about I'm going to leave them on, then I'm going to be right here. Like, that's just what it is.
Right. I think the difference between both years, like if you really look at it, between 2011 and 2012, is they were offensively heavy. They thought that they were just going to score a whole bunch of points and not stop anybody, and they was going to fucking win. And Dallas was like, nah, because we can score a lot of points too, but we can do it better than you. And I think Eric Spoelstra failing to adjust. Because when you look at the games, he was running it through D-Wade, running it through D-Wade.
Did he have a time? Because that's what was working, though. You got to remember that.
And I'm not knocking it.
Game plan was to cut LeBron out that game, and it worked so perfectly.
It definitely worked.
Dallas was able to win.
But at the same time, it's like you're still playing through D-Wade instead of transitioning and playing through LeBron now. Because if they're just going to go at him, then play through him. And now that opens up your whole offense, right? So now you got D-Wade who can operate. Now you got all these offensive scorers that they had on the team. Now they can operate. And then you look at it to next year, right? Everybody that was on the team, now you have defense, right? You got a Shane Battier who not only is going to give you defense, but he's going to give you about 12 points a game. You got Mike Miller who shot superbly better. Shot 38% in 2011 to 63% in 2012. So it's like now you have better defense. Now you have better shooting. So it's like
I like that context though, Moo, but I just got to be real. There's no way you're gonna tell me that LeBron is the fifth leading scorer in any series and expect the team to win.
I don't argue with that at all. I don't argue with that at all. Like I said,
but that's the game plan.
if
That's
Spo,
what Dallas knows. Dallas knows that.
yeah, Dallas knows that. I just
knows
feel like
that.
if Spo changes it up, I feel like if they start to
could.
run through LeBron and LeBron still has that type of meltdown, then it's like, okay, yeah, bet. But I still think like, yeah, LeBron did not play well, but Spo kind of deserves some blame there too, because you have to adjust. And in the NBA Finals, we know matching adjustments is what's going to win you the game or win you the finals. But I don't disagree with that at all.
It's a bunch of egos, man.
You cannot play like that at all. 100%, you can't play like that.
I mean, you got to remember too the reason.
Man. That's why they lost.
That I was gonna say, you got to remember the
reason.
Cocky, yeah, you got to remember the reason why Bron left the Heat ultimately too is because he didn't want to do things Eric Spoelstra's way. He wanted to do things his way. So we don't know how much of that meshed right away, like how much of it collided right away with LeBron wanting this piece, that piece, and Spo being like, nah, this is what we're gonna do. I know how to build a team. We're gonna build a championship team. And maybe he wasn't sold first, because a lot of people were saying that around the time, like LeBron wasn't sold into what Eric Spoelstra was selling, and that could have helped them hurt them too. Like, yeah, I do believe Eric could have made some adjustments, but and just knowing what Dallas game plans were and what they threw at LeBron, I don't know if the adjustment is LeBron. I don't know if the adjustment is LeBron, but then Boo-Wop is also right. You cannot win a series where LeBron is the fifth best scorer in that series.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. That's unexcusable. That's inexcusable 100%. That's completely unexcusable.
He left Miami because he looked around and seen D-Wade was getting old. He seen Chris Bosh was not going to be the number 2 probably that he was going to be able to win with.
I can only go off of the reports that came out.
What he always did. The reports that came out was still like I read a lot of reports. I personally believe that he didn't have a great relationship with Pat Riley, and that's ultimately who runs that team. Pat Riley runs that team.
Pat Riley's got an ego too.
LeBron is not going to he got to kind of be able to bring his entourage. Pat Riley not playing that type of game.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
Exactly.
Strict.
Yes.
You know, and Cleveland was so bad at that time.
Even with Kyrie,
and the thought of LeBron coming back, oh my God, they gave him everything. It's nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have it all. We sorry.
We sorry. You can take it all. It's good.
I can't remember what they did. It don't matter. We want you back, man. They would so that I'm not trying to. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm not mad at LeBron, but it is what it is. He's going to go to a situation where they're going to give him what he wants, and that's why I can't make these excuses for him. He gets what he wants, and he blew up a team in Cleveland. They was the number 1 seed almost. He blew the whole team up before trade deadline.
That's true.
What he do. He's LeBron James, and he's going to get what he wants. I just got to be real. He gets what he wants, man. He left Miami because obviously that just was not the idea. I can't blame Eric Spoelstra because Eric Spoelstra to me is a very good coach. He was a young coach at the time he got
very
LeBron,
true. Very true.
But he was a very good coach. A very good coach.
Yeah, but I want to finish on that note. Let's get up out of here.
I think Greg Popovich make mistakes. So coaches make mistakes.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I got on Steve Kerr just his past finals for not adjusting with Ime Udoka, and if he didn't, we was gonna fucking lose. Luckily, he did. We won. So shit. Hey, that's definitely true.
Right. Yeah, let's get up out of here. Boo-Wop, final thoughts.
You already know, man. Appreciate you guys coming through, man. Hey, we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Or this Wednesday, I'm sure.
Yeah, this Wednesday. We might have something this Wednesday. I'm not sure. Mulich, final thoughts.
Man, I'm still a Salty Warrior fan over here because, we didn't do what we were supposed to do. But it's okay because I still, and Bob, we trust. So I'm going to hold out. Hopefully we do something on the bio market. But y'all know what it is, man. Follow, subscribe. The Sports Muru FTSL, the Sports Muru at Twitter. Follow the From the Sideline Twitter page. You got it going up over there. We're going to see y'all on Wednesday, man. And tap in Friday for the football show. Don't forget, because we out here. It's go up. I'm telling you right now, it's going to go up on Friday. So y'all might want to be ready.
Because Troy called it. OT, final thoughts.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really young, and I just thank you. I mean, if I can get on more, awesome. If I can't, then I'm just glad to get on, Thank you
Oh
very
no,
much.
we got some space for you to come back. We definitely want to, because I want to see you when you loosened up. This your first time being around us, so you sit there, you try
Yeah,
to
we gotta get
learn.
you loose as a goose,
Now
man. You know what I'm
it's the
saying?
same thing for you, DJ. Now you guys you got what you want. You got what you got out of us. Now it's now it's your turn to come show us what you guys got, what you can bring. And yeah, we'll definitely have you back, man.
Absolutely.
It's a joy having young guys up here that know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we're on different sides of it. As long as you know what you're talking about, we can mess with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Got you. DJ, final thoughts.
Oh man, this has been fun. Y'all chemistry is amazing. I've been watching y'all ever since y'all had Mr. GQ on now, so I'm definitely looking forward to Wednesday. I already liked, I already subscribed, and I'm waiting for it to drop because I will be in the top.
There you go. That's what we like to hear, man. Well, I'm your host, Troy, man. Thank you.